Cheers and welcome my friends, I'm Horath and we are playing Tyranny as a noble mage on hard difficulty. Welcome back. I promised you that I would sort of find out what happens over here, how you can get to that ledge, and I did indeed. I did a little bit of internet research and it turns out that you can only get there, or that this area is even only accessible because of our conquest choices, because we warned the sages so they could sort of keep more of the area. But you have to access this by going through the main entrance and then always hugging the left wall until you can sort of leave the screen, and then you can learn either the fire sigil from one of these things, or if you already have that like we do, then you get +5 fire control. And we also found a nice hood over there. We found the hood of the Amberglow hood. That gives us +10 control fire. That's pretty nifty. Other than that, I did exactly the same as I did in the video, so you didn't miss anything. Other than me stumbling through the area and searching in the net. So yeah, that's the thing. Two of these guys want to talk with us, Barrick and Lantry. I think we'll do that in the spire. So we're just gonna pack it in and go home. Oh yeah, go home I guess. The spires are home. Reputations. I got some reputations. Yeah, I got a reputation with the Staff of Hours because I equipped it. Slowing the sands. It's pretty nice. Faux AoE. I mean, it's only 2.5 meters. But still, slowing people down and all that. It's pretty useful. Now, if I wanted to go to the mountain spire. Yeah, okay, so it will always go the other way around, right? Yeah, I have to travel to this spire. Let's do it then. It just needs to happen. It's fine. And we arrive very early in the morning at 6:24. Okay, I received another missive from Fatebinder Missives. Okay, let's have a look at what the Fatebinder has to say. Drak. Oh yeah, I asked about the Wrath of Kairos, right? Or isn't it? No, I asked about the power of the Archons. Dear Missives, appreciate the insight and honored by your vote of confidence. Your missive made mention of Graven Ash and how you've known of him since before he wore the title Archon of War. Can you tell me more of what you observed of his rise to power? If I'm indeed an Archon, it's safe to say I wasn't born knowing what I can or can't do, and it stands to reason I might learn something from the stories of the other Archons. Cheers, mate. Meothis writes back, Horath, this is the sort of question that can get you killed. Very little is known about how Archons are born or come to power, and my long life has taught me that Kairos and the Archons prefer it this way. If the young and talented remain forever in the dark, the old and mighty can rule without challenge. I heard of Ash. He will always be mere Ash to me, before Kairos renamed him and gave his legion that backhanded title. As a rebel, a grimy, illiterate partisan who was winning battles while his countrymen of the Northern Kingdom lost left and right. Ash was always a good leader, but he wasn't born able to mystically reach out and protect his soldiers. The earliest mention of this isn't even until the tail end of the Northern conquests. And if you read the journals, they don't tell stories of grievous harm warded off by Ash's stern looks. Instead, they talk of his soldiers finding their fears and doubts lifted from them by Ash's presence. A careful reading suggests the ability to actively protect physical harm came years later, as that bond grew and, more importantly, as his legend grew. That legend part is the key detail. In my understanding, an Archon's power is something of a self-fulfilling prophecy. The widespread perception of an Archon's power is the very thing that strengthens an Archon's power. So in Ash's case, he had some early inkling of a power, the ability to assuage the burdens of his men. And as he took on a mantle of power and became known all around Terratus as the next Archon of War, it soon became the ability to bear the physical burdens of his men, not just their fears and doubts. Thus my advice to you is to act like an Archon. Take power where you can find it. Foster fear, foster love. Never walk through life anonymously, but rather live in the thoughts of your followers and the anxieties of your enemies. That's good advice. Let's ask about Kairos' wrath then. Dear Myothis, thank you for weighing in on all of this. To ask perhaps too obvious a question, if I am such an anomaly, such a threat, why hasn't the Overlord dealt with me right away? An edict or just a simple request to bled Mark would be no small threat. Neither seems to have happened just yet. What is your take on this? Why hasn't Kairos dealt with me? Send it. Let's ask the question of questions. I want to know what's going on there as well. Okay. We still have a bunch of new items here that we can get. Let's just have a talk with our sage. How may I serve you today? What's the status of your research? I'm happy to say I've made great progress. He beams at you and exhales a welcome breath. Allow me to show you my findings. Okay, what do we get? Azure Bell. This recipe will allow you to make Azure Bell with access to a Spire infirmary upgrade and proper materials. I wonder what that is. Azure Bell. Oh, and we're getting a bunch of scrolls. Okay, I guess that's a thing. I should also upgrade my my magical abilities. What about Velos? Hello. What have you made for me? Okay, so didn't do anything for me right now. Did you study at the Vellum Citadel? Yeah, we already talked with him, I guess. So I'm not gonna go through that again. I guess that stuff is all just unchecked because I sort of undid the weird changes that I had and the problems while trying to find a better lore teacher. But I guess that's the thing. Irina, show me what you have for sale. These guys don't like me very much. The Mages Guild or the Sages absolutely hate me. That's an exquisite staff. That's actually the same amount of damage as the staff of ours. Interesting. Is there new stuff that came that she got? Elegant heirloom necklace. Plus 15 performance skill. Did I sell that? Don't think so. Staff of Enigma. That's random damage. I like that one. Sigil of Channeled Strength. Okay, yeah, I already know that one. Yeah, I sold her all the crap that I got. I wonder if I also sold her the elegant heirloom necklace, because that should not have happened. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm gonna take Siren with me anymore. She's just not that useful to me. Oh yeah, and I gotta learn stuff. I doubt that I'll be able to acquire another Spire before I reach the next level, so I might as well do it now before I sort of waste the free level up in the field. Let's go to see a Sage Nera. Hello, I'd like to train. I'm gonna train Gravelight, I think. Okay, I'm gonna train Ebbing Gravelight as well. And Lantry. Not sure I need to train Lantry in Gravelight. Yeah, might as well. One thing is as good as the other. Barrick is going to be trained in one-handed, so that's going to be fine. Nothing else really that I need to do here. So let's go to our other Spire, and then I'll be able to rest a little bit. Because we do have a wound on Barrick. What did you make for me, dude? What have you made for me? Oh, man, these are nice. Bunch of iron axes. I mean, not that I really need them, but I take them and then I'm gonna sell all of them. That's just how it goes. Yeah, these two want to talk with me. I will do that, I think. I should maybe get rid of those iron axes, though. And also train Barrick. Not to forget that one. Hello. Show me what you got. Barrick. Yeah, has some one-handed weapon training. Okay, so that's the maximum that this guy can help Barrick to level up. I guess we need some better trainers after this. That's a thing, I guess. There's the smith. So yeah, this guy got stuff for me ready, but I want to sell it. I don't can't possibly need 15 of these stupid iron axes. Okay, let's see what you have in stock. Yeah, then we're gonna sell all this stuff. That's gonna bring in a fair amount of money, I guess. Yup, pretty nice. We got no money problems now anymore. I think I can buy about just about anything that I find. Not that I would really want it, because yeah, I already have what I want. I doubt that I'll be able to buy any artifacts. Renown tier 1. Yeah, I have to build up the staff of ours. I'm really glad that I have it. It will make me very difficult to kill. Corpse Eyes Questionable Wares. I've never seen that his shop is called that, but I really do like it. Should I sell any of the other crap that I got? This or this stuff, for example. Can sell this to a merchant as spare parts. I think this is all just stuff to be sold, right? It's just all treasure. Because I've sort of been hesitant to sell the Scarlet Notebook. Well, I'll go with it. I'll just sell all the treasures and the pearls and the other things that I picked up in my travels. Okay, that was actually not worth that much. Yeah, fine. Sell the crap. So we're done with that. Any weapons? Wow, we have mighty fine weapons in our stash. I'm just gonna sell the crap ones. Like the Blood Chanter Staff and all that. I'm gonna keep the good ones in our inventory. And I think I'll do the same over here. Yeah, these are Siren's clothes, but doesn't really need them anymore. Songbird's dress. Yeah, we're gonna remove all that. On the other hand, I think I can upgrade these with a I think I can upgrade these if I have a forge. Maybe that is something that we can do. So it shouldn't be too hasty in setting stuff like that. But the Sage's Hood can definitely go. And I think the Scavenger Mask can go as well. So we got an Exquisite and we got a Superior one. I'm not sure which one is the better one. Scavenger Mask. Oh yeah, we got the Census Grip. Could give that to someone. Am I wearing the Scarlet Fury gloves? Yeah, I am. Yeah, right. Okay, let's just sell that stuff. I don't want to dawdle too long in the menu. Sorry for that. Let's save it. And then we're going to talk with Lantry.
That's twice now. By Kyros's icy nevers, twice! Edicts have been broken before, but never in all my many years have I heard of one person doing it twice.
Maybe later I'll slay an Archon. Still planning my day. Anybody can do it. Just think about the wording of the edict and you'll find Kairos has left options.
That's like saying winning a war is as simple as raising a giant army and making all the right maneuvers. Knowing what must be done and actually doing it, well, that's the dividing line between being a legend and being forgotten.
I doubt that Graven Ash would be very happy with me, even though I did his bidding. Okay, that's all he wanted to say. Let's discuss current matters.
How can I help?
What are your thoughts? No. I don't think he has anything new to say there. Beric, hello.
It is rare enough that anyone has the opportunity to proclaim an edict, much less break one. How are you holding up, Fatebinder?
I toy with powers greater than my understanding, and yet I don't stop.
At least you are aware of your recklessness. I would be more concerned if the case was otherwise.
Okay, glad you approve, Beric.
Take care that you don't exhaust yourself and become worthless to the war effort.
Beric looks you up and down with appraisal, keeping any conclusions to himself.
What can I do for you?
I'm still not sure he's entirely loyal to me. Siren?
Hello, Fatebinder.
Greets you quietly, face drawn. Her countenance presents a world-weary exhaustion.
What do you need?
Yeah, I doubt that I'll be able to get high enough in her graces that she will ever like me again. Because I'm not taking her with me, so sort of getting somewhere with her is difficult. Let's sleep. I hope I can pick up another spire. That would be really good. Looking forward to it. Defender's Watch. I'm also getting the Defender's Watch. Why am I not getting other stuff? I'm still getting the potions though. So the Elixir of Wits is actually something that lasts forever. That's amazing. Not sure if I could really trust the game with that, but apparently I can. Sage's Guild. Yeah, really hates me. And I lost also a bunch of favors. Sages were appalled by your ignorant ways. I guess because I destroyed the Citadel. Plus defense against all spells. Paralyzed Affliction. That's pretty nice. The Magical Seal, though, I definitely have to remember that I have that if I move against people. Right, I don't think there's much to do here, so I think we'll just travel to Graven Ash and tell him about our success. Or did I want to do anything? I thought I wanted people to research stuff. So I guess I'll try to do that. I do have to ask him, I think. I want you to research something. So, Silent Archive research items. Research Sigil Scroll. Conduct research to learn new magical accents, expressions, and cores. That's pretty nice. That's a long time. That's average. So research that one. So we're gonna research Sigil Scroll. I wanted to research the Silent Archive stuff. Oh. Yeah, alright, I get it. I guess I should have gone for that one first. I'm not sure what that'll do for me. Maybe I could just wait, sleep until they get it. I'm not sure what will happen now that I'm done with the Silent Archive. I hope that they send me to Lethean's Crossing to sort of deal with the situation over there. That would be good. Gain another spire. Either build the forge or the infirmary. Come on, guys. Chop, chop. Gonna do a little quick save here. I wonder what became of the daughter of Graven Ash. If she's already reconciled with her father. If she's still just silently brooding inside with her child. Hello. Disturbing news arrived at Iron Hearth regarding your conduct at the burning library. I will let your report speak for itself, but let it be known that I have misgivings. Ash worries the ends of his beard and looks to you with an air of expectation. First things first. The Edict of Fire. It is truly over then. I can glare silently. I satisfied the terms of Kairos' edict. Cautious wording, if ever I heard it. Be assured, Fatebinder, that your conduct is always under scrutiny. Tunon is not the only Archon with a vested interest in your behavior. I have stayed up nights, wondering if the flames of Kairos' wrath might spread out from the library and consume the whole of the tiers. But that is ridiculous. The Overlord would never allow such a fate to befall us. Thank you for putting an old man's fears to rest. I have other questions for you first. What is it you require? Okay, I can't ask anything else. I returned from the burning library. Then the Scarlet Chorus has been ousted from the contested lands and the forbidden knowledge wrenched from their grasp? Tell me more. Merrick is well and in the contested lands. Good. He can help maintain the peace and ensure that the wisdom of the sages falls into no undeserving hands. Anything else to report? I killed the censor and her gang. The Tears will not miss another louse or her brood of vermin, and neither will I. Good work. I don't want to tell him that. Why can't I play my cards close to the chest? Okay, I have it. You, Fatebinder, I task you with keeping the archive away from prying eyes, not claiming it yourself. Surely you can't help but recognize this is a breach of Kairos' law. I need the knowledge of the archive in order to conduct this war. Oh, again, Wrath with Graven Ash and the Disfavored. Forbidden knowledge that Kairos decreed no one should have the freedom to access? I think not, Fatebinder. You would do just as well with honest combat and good sense on your side. Okay. That's not good. I wonder why I did have to tell him that. I mean, no one would have known if I just kept my mouth shut, but there was no way of getting out of that menu, so... Okay then, I had to boast. Have you anything else to report? That's all. What are our next steps? Our advantage against our enemies grows, and we cannot miss an opportunity to strike a decisive victory against the Archon of Secrets. You have been an asset of unsurpassed value, but there's more still to be done. Now that we have 2 regions under our control, the Disfavored's presence is felt almost throughout all of the tiers. This is as strong as we've ever been. Ash gives you a determined nod, but there's something behind it that takes you by surprise. Then you notice that he's gone pale. His eyes aren't focused. The Archon shakes his head and collects himself. When he shifts his attention to you, you catch a momentary confusion reflected in his gaze, as if he's trying to account for the last several seconds. Curious. Ab looks at the Archon with a wicked smile, her voice becoming a low whisper. Is it just me, or is the old man showing his age? General, we await your orders at your leisure. Beric tips his head at the Archon with concern. The time has come for us to gather and descend upon the Stone Sea, where the voices of Horath and his gangs have dug their miserable warren. Once we've dealt with the Archon, I plan to melt down his twisted helmet, and drop it in the deepest ocean. First, we have to secure a base in the region. That will give us a position of strength to rally our fighters and take the war to the Archon's doorstep. Crap! So I won't be able to ever get into Lethean's Crossing. That's sort of annoying. You look pale, Ash. Anything I can do to assist? If I look weary, it's because the damnable Archon of Secrets has vexed me for too long by far. We are better rid of him, and I won't have you wasting time on issues that don't concern you. He takes several deep breaths and regards you with intensity you haven't seen before. Do you truly think you can defeat the Archon of Secrets? Do you doubt it? I'm not naive to the Archon's power. The voices of Horath uses madness to cloak his brilliance, but never mistake it. He is mad. Cold tactics and a logical approach will always win out against the likes of him. I'm ready. Where do I start? I sent an advance unit of disfavored forces into the Stone Sea, but the Scarlet Chorus presence in the region has them threatened in the location called Howling Rock. I dispatched a support unit to assist, which you can find at Jagged Moor Shrine. They will need your help clearing a path to Howling Rock. Why does the support unit need my help? A tribe of beastmen occupies the region, and they aren't quick to tolerate a human element in what they imagine to be their territory. They are no concern of mine, so cut down as many as you see fit to complete the mission. Garb yourself in their skins for all that I care. Just get my soldiers through. Beasts are more than capable fighters, and they ripped more than one of our countrymen to shreds during the conquest. Ash has no love lost for their kind. My Earthshakers have a plan to blight the land, starving the Scarlet Chorus in their home territory. Offer them any help they need, and see my will done upon the voices of Horath. We're nearly at the end. I can feel the Archon's doom ahead of us, like the peace at the end of slaughter. Yeah, but what about Lethean's Crossing? What about that? Okay, farewell. Okay, we're done here. I received a missive from Tunon. Okay. Status report. You are to report to the bastard city at once. Be prompt, lest I mistake your tardiness for reluctance. I'm gonna send a confirmation. As you request, I will appear in your court in good time. Send it. Did I get a missive over here as well? Yeah. Archon Horath Drak, allow me to address you by such a title before it becomes fashionable to do. I pride myself as a woman who stays ahead of the trends. Why Kairos smites some but allows others to exist is a question we all ponder. The Overlord can certainly appear arbitrary, and if I've learned anything, that's the point. Kairos is intentionally aloof and distant, both for matters of personal security and because if you had to wrangle the most powerful entities of Territus, you'd need to keep them from getting too comfortable. To me, the most obvious answer is that Kairos knows exactly what you're doing. She probably approves of your actions and is likely working at every opportunity to create a situation wherein you're acting in your own self-interest while satisfying her ambitions as well. You have to consider one important detail. There's nowhere left in Territus to conquer now that the tiers are in the Overlord's grasp. What would the great generals even do in a time of peace? The Voices of Nerat is barely tolerable when you have need of a spy master. Why keep around such a monster when you no longer have need of such a gruesome weapon? I would argue it is in Kairos' interest that the tiers be a costly invasion that claims the lives of as many of the Archons as possible. Not enough meat on the tiers to keep too many sharks sated very long. Kairos ordered everyone to take Ascension Hall or die. The or die must have been an acceptable option, correct? If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say you have the unspoken backing of the Overlord. It's not like Bled and Mark can't find you whenever he wants. Yeah, okay, let's inquire after Bled and Mark's killings. Dear Myothis, your wisdom on the matter is greatly appreciated. You made mention of Bled and Mark and his killings. During my training, Fatebinder Callio hinted that much of Bled and Mark's work involves killing off threats before they blossom into genuine problems. So it's curious to hear you second that fact. So, let's say for the sake of argument, I am some Archon. Is it just a matter of time until Bled and Mark is sent to kill me? Should I be making grand displays of loyalty to the court to assuage his suspicions? Send it. Okay. Okay, I have to move towards Tunan's court immediately, I guess. Anything else? I'm kind of miffed that we won't be able to get the Spire and Lethian's Crossing. I guess that was a decision that I had to make, but it does piss me off quite a bit. I wanted that Spire, and I guess I have no way of getting there now. I wonder if that's just completely gone. I mean, why not give me the option of doing that? There's no need to attack these guys. Maybe I should have just kept Sentinel Stand and all that stuff for myself. Maybe that's a thing. Ah, who knows? I wonder why that is colored in the color of the disfavored. It's actually I that is holding that, or me that is holding that one. So I guess we have to travel to Tunan's court in the next episode. For now, I'm going to end it here. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you didn't, tell me why in the comments so I can improve. And if you want to see more of this series in the future, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hope you join me next time. Thanks and bye bye.